From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Andrew Adams.
Yeah, as previously mentioned, the heat will be on. Looking at the last week, a lot of rain in eastern Oklahoma, a little bit around the metro. Not as much out west, and that's kind of how it's going to be the next 24 hours as far as what our weekend storm system is going to bring. Already starting to spark off some storms in South Dakota and Nebraska. That's the northern section of this storm system. We are on the southern end of this storm system. 69 right now at Will Rogers, comfortable out there, and here's what we're looking at. You just saw some mostly clear skies. That will be how we are throughout the day. These are mainly high, thin clouds. So through 2 o'clock this afternoon, not bad. Even into early portions of this evening, not bad. But by 7, 8 o'clock, we could start to see, as the cold front enters the picture, these storms start to unzip down that line. Now, how far southwest are these storms going to go? Some models say yes, we do have storm potential here across the metro. Some models continue to say no, this is mainly an eastern Oklahoma event. But nonetheless, there is the potential that we do get some here across the metro later this evening, 7, 8, 9 o'clock. Timing is also still off on several of the models, so it will be kind of a play as we go through this afternoon. It will have to do a lot with how far down that cold front cuts and how it lines up with our jet stream energy. But through 10 o'clock, mainly eastern Oklahoma, strong, severe thunderstorms. Those quickly pass off to the southeast. By the time we get to 2 o'clock, we're starting to dry things out here in central Oklahoma, but a little reinforcing bit of showers possible to the panhandle overnight. And then as we go through tomorrow afternoon, this model particularly is underdoing it a lot compared to the others. But southern Oklahoma, extra showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening. Some of those could float into the metro, but overall we have much lower rain chances by that point. Temperature is very warm this morning, upper 60s, lower 70s, even some mid 70s. Hobart, Altus both at 75 this morning. Some 50s still hanging around the panhandle. That feels a lot nicer. There's the southerly winds though. That's a warm wind, and that's a wind with a lot of moisture, and that moisture works as storm energy, and we're going to have that all day long. 15 to about 25 miles per hour. Could be a bit gustier out west, but there's that cold front as we go through the afternoon. A lot of us very hot today. Mid-90s north central Oklahoma into the metro, pushing 100 or a little bit hotter down to the southwest, extra hot. And then behind the front, a little bit cooler, a little bit different. Now remember, northwest Oklahoma, very dry out of all of this, and cooler this afternoon in the 80s, which is nicer. We'll put it at a 40% chance for storms making it into Oklahoma City this evening. Can't really go higher than that until we get later this afternoon. We get more real-time data in, but a much higher threat continues up to the northeast. Severe storms possible. Severe storms will quietly end, or at least eventually quietly end. They'll be loud when they're going on as we go through the overnight. Main rain chances off to the east. Still trying to hang around the metro for a little while. We'll see how far west these storms can break. But the greatest severe threat, the most storm energy up in northeastern Oklahoma, more of a low-end threat here across central and southern Oklahoma. And as those storms continue south, they'll weaken into southeastern Oklahoma. So the storm threat there will eventually weaken. Tornado zone up in northeast Oklahoma. It's a low isolated chance for 1 or 2 tornadoes. The main event out of this will be hail and winds. We could get a couple of tennis balls up in northeast Oklahoma in the Tulsa area. Here across the metro, if we get severe storms, looking more like quarter-size hail, so marginally severe hail, marginally severe winds. Perhaps on the east side of the metro, we can get some wind gusts a little bit higher, but wind gusts 65 to 75 possible from portions of central into northeastern Oklahoma. Lows tonight back into the upper 60s, some 50s to the northwest. Tomorrow morning, 10 to 20% chance of showers and storms, with better chances of storms down to the southeast as that main wave exits the state. 80s for most of us tomorrow, so we're already cooler when we introduce that northwest or northeast wind after that cold front. Makes things a little bit more comfortable. And then tomorrow afternoon, I said rain chances may make it in the metro. We'll call it about a 20% chance, lower end chance for storms here across central Oklahoma. It's southern Oklahoma that looks to have the better odds of additional storms tomorrow. And then we really quiet things down as we go through the first 9 days of fall, but it's not going to feel like it. The mid and upper 80s are hanging around for the foreseeable future. We'll try to cool things down soon enough. That's all we got for now. News 9 is going to be back in just a few minutes.